So we're on the back side of the solar panels, and Chris is 6'5", and you'll see that they built these concrete footings, and then coming off the concrete footings we have galvanized metal pipe going straight up into the air. And then on the galvanized metal pipe you have T-junctions with just two pipes running straight across. There's one here, as you can see, and then on the other set of columns, Chris is pointing to one right now, you see the other round galvanized metal pipe. My guess is that's about 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches. It says right on it. Here we go. It's 2 inches in diameter. So there it is, 2 inches by 0.145 galvanized. Okay, so that's the structure. And then coming off the two pipes, the round pipes, we have these rectangular aluminum bars running perpendicular, and each bar supports two panels. Okay, so there you go. The bars are connected with simple U-brackets to the aluminum. Okay? And then each panel is supported by two bars, as you see here. So that's the primary structure. And then for every panel, there's two bars, two aluminum bars that are connected and lay on top of the 2-inch round PVC. You'll see that the underneath is really simple, and that's because LG made it that way. Each panel, from an electrical connection standpoint, comes with this LG monitor, and then it's a simple plug-in right there from panel to panel. So the connection is really simple, and it's all provided by LG. Now, Chris, do me a favor. Chris is 6'5". Do you know what your reach is, Chris?
No, around 8 feet.
Okay, so Chris cannot touch the backside of my panels, and he's 6'5", just to give you a perspective on how far these things stick up in the back of the air. Now the panels are bolted. There's a bracket here that's broken down to the aluminum right here, and then the panels fit right in. So once the aluminum is in, and I believe this is standard and was pre-ordered from the same place. This was not something that I think they went out and sourced. But once that's in, laying down the panels is pretty darn easy. And each panel is secured by 4 of these brackets here. Here's a close-up. So here's a panel, and we have 4 of the brackets, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, holding it in place, none on the sides. I was told it could withstand about 150 plus mile-an-hour wind, which we're not going to get on this back side of my hill. You can see I'm angled the wrong way. But the panels are producing nicely. So you have 4 rows high and 11 across, and they're producing about 2,500 kilowatt hours per month in the month of April, which is right about my usage. So all the panels end up connecting to, in the center, to a junction box. Again, you can see how simple this is. This is literally plug in. There's the module itself. Comes with the panel. That's the AC adapter, converting from DC to AC right here at the panels. So the conversion is not done further up. And then the power from each side is brought in. There's a junction box there. Standard electrical conduit coming in from two sides, running straight into a junction box mounted on the column. Just trying to figure out what the diameter of this column. It looks like 12 inches diameter concrete columns. And then that pipe runs up into my pull equipment. The reason it runs up into my pull equipment is that was the easiest place to route it to. The pull equipment had conduit running to a fuse box on my house. So they pulled the conduit through the pull equipment, or they pulled the wires for the solar panels to connect to the house through the conduit from my pull equipment to the junction box. We'll take a look at it from the other side here. Again, pretty straightforward. Great example here. We see the vertical 2-inch round pipe connecting to one crossbar going all the way across the solar panels. And the second support is here, coming off the concrete, coming all the way across. Again, pretty simple, straightforward install. Very, very clean, and what I like is obviously very heavy duty. I could see this lasting 20 or 30 years just because we got concrete in the ground. The footings went down about 4 feet. And the cross members. Again, this is on the back side of my hill, which is almost not even viewable. And another great example of the aluminum clips here. Bolted down to the aluminum bars, 2 per each side. And these panels are a little more heavy duty. You can see that they're aluminum framed and they're bidirectional, which means when the sunlight comes down on the back side, as the sun is coming up, it could actually hit the back side of the panel and still generate electricity. And that's why you see these gaps.